In this video, we are going to take an old affiliate site that used to do 200K in profit between the years 2016 and 2021. And we're going to turn that into an e-commerce store using our 9-step process. So we're going to go and find all the keywords we need to create a 18-month content plan for the store. We're going to organize it and we're going to make sure that the foundations are correct before we start actually doing some SEO. But first, let's take a look at the earning report here for this store. These are from 2019 here. You can see it did quite well every month. These are the payouts, and it used to rank quite well for various faucet related terms, and we sent the traffic to Amazon. But now we're going to go in and see if we can turn it into an actual e-commerce store where we are selling the products ourselves. So you can see here that it used to do between 2, 3, all the way up to 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so the process is simple. We're going to find all the keywords that relate to faucets and kitchen faucets and maybe bathroom faucets as well. But we're going to find all of these keywords using Ahrefs, and then we're going to segment these keywords into different groups, and then we're going to cluster them. We're going to organize the clusters, and then we're going to take a look at the clusters and see if we can spot topics. We're going to find and segment clusters for targeting. So there are going to be clusters that we don't want to target, so we're going to organize the clusters into groups. Then we're going to build topic funnels for different segments of these clusters. We're going to take a look at the reverse content silo structure for e-commerce, and then we're going to organize the site structure and menu layout. So before we do all of that, let's start with logging into Ahrefs. So here is the store as it used to be back in the day. As you can see, decent traffic here in this year before passing out due to various updates around, I think around here, Amazon actually slashed the affiliate commission to pretty low levels, so I just stopped caring about it. But anyway, let's take a look at how we can go through the first step, which is find all keywords from Ahrefs and download these keywords into a report. So the first thing we're going to do is go into Keyword Explorer in Ahrefs. What I like to do here is I like to just type in my seed keywords in both plural and singular. And this usually leads to the initial report being quite good. So let's go here into matching terms. Okay, step 1, find all keywords from Ahrefs keyword report. Now you can use whatever tool that you think is suitable for you. There are a lot of different tools from Ahrefs, Semrush, clicks.so is also good. And the main point is that you want to find keywords where people are searching for these things with the search volume. So search volume and keywords is what we're looking for. How I like to do it is I like to just type in my seed keywords. In this instance, we're just looking for faucet or faucets, singular and plural. I could do kitchen faucet and kitchen faucets, but I want to go a little bit deeper, and I want to have bathroom faucets and different types of faucets on the store as well. I don't want to just have the kitchen ones. As there are a lot of different types of faucets I can add, I'm going to include them in my report. So my seed keywords are faucet and faucets. If you are having problem finding your seed keywords, you can, start typing in some ideas here, and then you can go into related terms and search suggestions. These two reports are going to give you more ideas about what you could be looking for. So you can skim through here, and because faucet and faucets is so broad, if I add this, for example, it's not gonna make a difference to my report, I don't think. But these are the keywords I'm going to go after. And if I update it and go back to matching terms, we still have the same number of keywords. So this initial report has 180,000 keywords, and the search volume is around 3 million. So there's a lot of people searching for these things here, and we can see right away that this is a good market to go after. Now, going and downloading 180,000 keywords is a bit too much for this because it's a small niche site and we're kind of just building out a demo site. I'm not going to do that, but if you really want the depth of data here, you could do that. But what I like to do in this instance is I just want to go into volume, and everything under 15 searches per month gets filtered out. And we're going to see this go down to probably, under 30,000. So this would be a report I can go here and export, and then I'm going to have just a lot of faucet related keywords in my report. So the second thing we can do is we can go between 5 and 15. Now we did above 15 before, and now I can go and take a look at what we have here. So it's 22,000 keywords. I can adjust this if I want and take above 10. Again, that's the same thing. So I might go here and export this as well, and we're going to end up with around 50,000 keywords this way. Okay, so the second thing that you can do to find these keywords is to actually find other niche sites and just download all of their keywords. And to find these types of niche sites, it's good to go here into this filter lowest DR and just type in 20 or 15 or 10. But this is going to give us a keyword. We're in the top 5. There's a site with domain rating no higher than 20. Okay, so this typically leads to some long tail keywords, for example, wall mounted kitchen faucet. So we can go here into SERP and we can see if there is a nice niche site here, and direct sinks, for example. Let's take a look at that. They are bathroom sinks, faucets, kitchen sinks. So what we can do here is we can go and open up this in a new tab. I want to see what they rank for. So they rank for 25,000 keywords. Okay, and a lot of them are like sinks and things like that, which is actually a very good topic and would fit in nicely with our kitchen faucet. So we can have kitchen faucets, we can have bathroom faucets, we can have shower faucets, but we can also have all of the sinks, and that would not be a bad idea. But for this report, I'm just going to include faucet related terms. I'm going to go into keyword and I'm going to type in faucet and contains, apply. This is going to take us down to 3,000 keywords. And now we have, probably a lot of long tail keywords that they have optimized for. So I'm going to go and export this as well. And this is a process I can repeat, and I can find maybe 5, 6, 7 of these niche sites that are, something I would be competing with down the line. And I can just take their keywords and add them to our report. So the initial report looks like this. It had 180,000 keywords, and I like to use these filters to create segments of the data I just downloaded. So for example, we want to know if it's branded or not. So I'm going to go and filter out. So we have 26,000 keywords. I go and I export this and I mark this report as a branded report, because I'm going to come to that later. We also might want to go create a report where it's non-branded and non-local, where the lowest tier is 20. And let me see here what happened. Yeah, here it is, word count. And word count is 4 keywords and more. Okay. So this is going to find long tail keywords that have typically lower ranking DR sites, that have non-branded, non-local, and these are great keywords to target. So utility sink faucet with sprayer is very long tail. It is commercial and transactional, low keyword volume, but still 900 searches. So this could be a great opportunity to go after once we have organized the site and start building out content. So what we have here is, this looks super under optimized, and with this DR9 site here ranking among all of these different sites. So this would be a good keyword to go after if you have the products. So what I do, I export it, I mark the report, and this gives me segmented data. We can then overlay to use filters later in the report. Now, one thing to add to this, that if you have an established store that's already getting traffic and has some rankings, you want to go and get the data from Google Search Console as well. Download all of that data and add it to your report, because that's valuable information. So what you do is you go and you get the keyword from Google Search Console, you upload it to your tool like Ahrefs to get the search volume and download that report. So you have the keywords you're ranking for with the search volume. But in this instance, we don't have the data. We don't have any Search Console data. It's all lost. So, and the site is currently not ranking for anything. So we're going off third-party tool data for this one. Then on to step 2. We're going to download different segments of the keywords for tagging. So what I'm talking about here is that we want to go and create these filters. So you have your basic report like we had before, which is the keywords that we have here. And these are our seed keywords with 100,000 keywords. And then we want to create different segments so we can tag the different clusters with these segments. For example, we want to download all branded keywords. So we're going to overlay this filter from Ahrefs, and we're going to have 26,000 branded keywords. And we simply want to go and export this, label the report, and then we can take our clusters, and we're going to have a group of keywords that are branded. We can simply filter with some Excel formulas, and we can find these keywords, and they're going to be tagged. So we don't have to bother with, manually doing it. We're going to have it from Ahrefs, and this is one of the reports I always do, is branded. You can also do where it's non-branded and non-local, and the lowest DR is no more than 20. So this is going to give us high opportunity keywords, long tail keywords, where there are opportunity to rank as there are low ranking sites. So for example, this keyword here has a high keyword difficulty, but within the top 5 there's going to be one site that is like a low DR, and they don't even have backlinks. So this means that there is an opportunity here to go and rank for it. But this is a kind of a low ticket item, so we're not really interested. But that's not the point. The point is that we want to create these different segments, so you can download as many of these segments as you want. Just keep organized, name them, and make sure that you upload them into your sheet that we will get to later. So non-branded, non-local, lowest DR20. We can also go here and have word count 5. That's going to bring us only long tail keywords. So intent is now a lot of informational. So you can actually go here and we can mark commercial transactional. So this is going to give us 887 keywords. There are decent keywords, some really good, some there are probably not optimized. Black and gold kitchen faucets, for example, outer faucet extension with valve, pull down kitchen faucet parts. So you just go through it, you review it, and you find opportunities. One report I really like to create for e-commerce stores especially is using SERP feature and shopping. So I just apply shopping, and now we have 17,000 keywords where there are a SERP feature in the top 10 where there's shopping results. So that's, if you look at this, a lot of these are branded, and some of them are quite good. Kitchen faucet with sprayer, decent keyword. So you download it, you go into export, and then you re-upload it to the sheet, and I'm going to show you that later. So that's it for step 2. Let's get into step 3. Now let's get into step 3. It's clustering the keywords. So we have created all of these reports. We have downloaded them. It's the main report. It's the report for our competitors, and a report maybe from Google Search Console. And we have just downloaded all of these different keywords, and we're going to go to a clustering tool, and we're going to cluster the keywords. Keyword clustering is basically grouping the keyword together that should be on the same page. For example, the keyword faucet and the keyword faucets, not the same keyword, but they are the same keyword essentially. They're going to be on the same page. You're not going to create 2 different pages for these 2 different keywords. And now if you have 180,000 keywords or whatever it is, doing this at any sort of scale is not possible. So we use tools that goes and compares one keyword against the rest to see if there are SERP similarities, and we are going to define what a SERP similarity is and if keywords should be together or not. Now, my favorite tool for keyword clustering is Keyword Insight. KeywordInsight.ai is a fantastic tool, and I recommend that for this. So we're going to go and create a clustering project. We're going to drag all our sheets into this, and we're going to end up with a report they're going to send you in an email that we're going to start working on for this plan. Now, there are 2 more things you need to do when you're organized. It's, are you going to target that keyword? Do you have the product? Is it a viable thing to target? And it's very simple. I just mark it with an X if I'm going to target it, and if not, I'm not going to. So faucets is not a group I'm going to target. It's just way too broad. We're going to be targeting it anyway. It's just a part of the automatic targeting. So I'm just going to leave the keywords out. There are no interesting keywords in this report. And just we run through it, and we find the keywords we want to target, and we mark them, and then we can filter out the keywords we are not interested in. The second thing you need to do is create a column called group, at least here, because we have different types from bathroom to shower, and we're just going to group this into these different segments. So let's just go. A nice way to do it is just actually to use filters, and here we can just clear. I'm going to type in kitchen. All of these are going to be kitchen, so that's fantastic. We're just going to go and drag this down here. Now we have California faucets, which is obviously a brand, but it's not marked in our brand report. So it's easy. We can just copy the cluster and jump over to brand report, go to the bottom. So we have added it here, and now we're going to have on California faucet marked here as a yes. So you have to review your data. You have to go through these additional reports to make sure that they're correct, and you can take, add to them and update them, make sure that you're getting the right view. So we're not just going through this and making sure we are tagging them with the right, placements, kitchen, bathroom, accessory, things like that. And now that we have gone through the report, we can now have a look at our kitchen faucets. So kitchen faucet here's at the top. Then we have faucet water filter, kitchen faucet with sprayer, wall mount faucet. We have just a ton of keywords we're going to target with our kitchen group. And when we create the content for these collections and when we add the products, we can actually, before we do anything, plan out how we do internal linking. So for example, we could have that it just links to the one below always, and it links to the one above. So you just create a natural linking structure, and when the writer is writing content, they know that they're supposed to link to these different categories. So there are various ways to do this, but we have now created this structure and we're keeping organized with our clusters. Now on to step 4, organize the clusters. This is really important because we just downloaded a whole bunch of keywords. I think around 50,000 keywords is what I ended up with. And a lot of the keywords we just downloaded are not going to be relevant. A lot of the keywords are going to be informational, and a lot of the keywords are going to be very important for our product and collection pages. So we want to stay organized. We also have different groups of keywords. We have bathroom faucets, we have kitchen faucets, and we want to go and organize the clusters so we can create our funnels, we can find keywords to target, we can organize our internal links. So let's get into it. So this is the report, how it looks like when Keyword Insights sends it to you. You can also work on the keywords within the interface of Keyword Insight, but I like to use the Google Sheet report as I want to add more data. I need to segment things and use the filtering options and things like that. So what you get is this tab called cluster data, and it's going to have the name of your cluster, the keywords that belong to the cluster with the combined search volume. Okay, so for example, this is faucet. Faucet is the keyword with the highest search volume, and then you have all the keywords that have been clustered together. So if I go and Google any of these nonsense keywords, I'm going to get the same search result pretty much as if I do faucet. The same thing here, you have delta faucet, and if you go and Google delta faucets 2 times, you're going to get the same results, and if you just Google delta faucets. So this helps us create a structure where we have the main keyword we're going to optimize for, and then secondary keywords we're going to optimize for as well. You also get this data in a couple of pivots table, and then you're going to get the keywords with the search volume and the cluster. So this is all the keywords, is 48,000 keywords. And then, it's grouped together in a few things. But what we also have here is that they have gone on and checked the dominant intent for each of these keywords. So it's transactional, informational, if it's mixed intent, things like that. We also have the difficulty score from Ahrefs. We want to take that along with some SERP features and some other data here. But what I like to do is I like to hide these 2 tables. I don't want to use them. And then I take and duplicate these 2 reports because we're going to make changes, and it's good to have them without corrupting the data. Yeah, you remember the segmented groups we downloaded before that we marked specifically for shopping and brands? What we do is we create a new tab. This one is shopping. We import all the keywords. We delete everything that's not important. And then we create something called just shopping and yes. Because when we go into our report, which is this one, I create a column for it called shopping, and then we use a VLOOKUP formula, very simple, to see if this keyword is part of this report. And if it is, it's going to bring a yes. This means that we can very simply go into data, create a filter, and we can have a look at all the keywords with shopping. Very nice. So we do the same thing with brands. Low-hanging fruits is what I call this, and you can do this with as many report that you want, and then you just create the tabs. For example, here we have keywords that have opportunities attached to them. So these are great keywords to target once we have the store set up. So these are, if we have the products, these are going to be long tail. They're going to have a low DR. They're going to have shopping. They're going to be commercial keywords with opportunity to rank them quite fast. And another thing to note is that we have the search volume for the main keyword here, and then for the combined cluster. So for example, wall-mounted tub faucet, it gets searched 700 times per month. But if you take all the keywords from this group, all the secondary keywords, and if you optimize the page correctly, you end up with almost 5,000 searches for the combined things here. The same thing here, high-end kitchen faucets. This is a really nice keyword. It's, you know, about luxury, about something that's pricey. And this is something we can optimize our homepage for this instance. I don't think high-end kitchen faucets and kitchen faucet are two separate keywords. I would actually optimize the kitchen faucet for all of these keywords, but that's another point. We're going to come to that later, but this is just a report that's going to help you take a look at this data. It's going to give you a lot of these keywords that you can target. RV kitchen faucet with sprayer, super long tail. And if you search for this, I'm quite sure that there are a lot of, you know, big brands, big retail stores like Amazon that are not optimizing for these keywords because they simply don't have the time for it. But when it comes to these smaller niche sites, if you go after them, you're going to be able to rank and you're going to make a lot of sales from this approach. So this is how we organize our secondary data here into the sheet. But we also like to do is go and create something called, let me see here, I call this manual intent. And what I do is I use the automatic intent and I filter out all the transactional. I run through it. I use the shopping filter and I just type in products. If it's a, you know, if they're related products, if they're going to be a collection or a product, I type product. If it's a blog, I type blog. Okay. So if it's informational, I type in blog. If it's commercial, I type product. Now, this is going to give us two separate groups of products and blogs, but we're also going to have a third group, which is going to be branded searches. So Moen, Color, all of these different brands, we're going to separate them from our main group of products because, you know, there's just so many of them. So I want them specifically marked and have them separated from the other keywords. And because we just downloaded the branded search from Amazon, we're going to be able to go here and data, create a filter, and you can just, you know, remove blanks and you're going to see all the branded searches. So this is a good way to stay organized as well. Now on to step 5. You're going to turn keywords into topics. And because we have this nice overview, we have all of these keywords, all the main keywords lying there, we can simply create a PDF report that we throw into ChatGPT. That's going to help us analyze these keywords. So let's get into that right now. So you want to go and find all the information keywords to start with, because these are the FAQs, the questions about everything relate to our products, basically. So you can go and either use the manual intent that you have created or the automatic intent, because we have gone through this and we have tagged all the blogs, all the information questions with this tag here. We actually have all the keyword here. So what we can do, we can copy into a new tab, and then we can just file, download PDF, and I'm just going to go export. I'm going to jump into ChatGPT and we have a prompt. Analyze these keywords and turn them into topics and themes instead of keywords. What are some of the main pain points for people looking at these keywords? What are the best content plan for these keywords so they're focused on the user rather than specific keywords? And we're going to drag all our keywords down here, and we are going to let ChatGPT come up with some interesting ideas about themes and topics. So we are actually grouping things into a more user-centric thing rather than just targeting all the different keywords. So what people are interested in, looks like, is, you know, installation and setup is probably a really big one, because when you buy a faucet, you don't really know how to do that, but there are different groups they're coming up with here. But this is a fantastic way to actually get a different view of your keywords. What are the themes? And we can actually now take these and create 5 different hubs. So product selection and comparison. We can create a guide around that. We can create a guide around installation and setup, troubleshooting and maintenance, faucet enhancement and accessories, cost and value consideration. So if we create these 5 content hubs, we create good guides around them. We can add them to our footer, and these become great hubs that link down to all our different information articles and link to our collections and products, because we are actually recommending products and the different types in some of these. So this is a fantastic way to, you know, quickly analyze your information keywords. But you can also do this with your product clusters. You can help it group things down like we did with our information, we can do that with our product specific pages as well. Step 6, find and segment clusters for targeting. That essentially means that we're going to go and we're going to find the groups of clusters that we're going to target, and we're going to start building out a content plan for these. So for here, we're going to create tabs with dates, with sheets and things like that. We're going to go, okay, we're going to, these set of clusters we're going to target in the next few weeks or next few months, whatever. But this is where we decide on what we're going to target. And one thing that we can do here as well is that we can take a look at our secondary keywords, because that is very important. So the secondary keyword report actually has a ton of keywords. So there are going to be information keywords. There are going to be things that you're going to use as FAQs on these pages. There are going to be spelling mistakes. There are going to be nonsense keywords like Litchen faucet and kitten faucet. So these are keywords we're not going to target. We're not going to have spelling mistakes on our site, but we are going to pick out some good keywords, and we can use ChatGPT to have them organize these keywords. So what I do is like review the set of keywords that are all parts of the same cluster. Please remove misspellings, grammar errors, and duplicates, and give me a report of keywords we can target on the page as secondary keywords. This is gonna quickly help us create primary keywords, secondary keywords, and then they're gonna organize into product types and hopefully our information keywords as well. So how much our kitchen faucet, you can add that to your collection page as an FAQ, and there are various ways how to use this report. You can copy it into the new column I created here, and that's going to help your writer when they're writing the content. They're going to have all of these different secondary keywords that you want to target. But how I look at it is that I want to find new topics within this report and I want to target them. So obviously shop, buy, and things like that are going to be something we're targeting as well. But you want to skim this and see if there are new topics here. For example, cheap kitchen sink faucet is a new topic for the page of kitchen faucet. It relates to pricing and things like that. So just be mindful of what you want to target. If you want to target cheap as a keyword rather than go for high end and luxury, you can do that. Just review the report, and it's going to be very helpful in coming up with content ideas, heading structure, and things like that. Now on to point 7. We're almost done here. It's build topic funnels. So we have our report. You have the different clusters. What you want to do here is you want to create a funnel of your highest search keyword, your top level category. Here we have kitchen faucet. Kitchen faucet is a clear keyword that we want to target. But how do we construct a funnel? What are the sub collections? What are we going to target as well? We want to know what different clusters we're going to target. We want to create a funnel of the highest ranking cluster. Basically, it's going to be the top menu item in our menu and the sub items, and we want to know what we're going to link to from the main collection. And a fantastic example here is Ray does a fantastic job of creating these funnels. So here we are on ray.com. You're in backcountry skiing, and they have created these sub collections for you to quickly click into. So if you find the category backcountry skiing, you're going to be able to find different groups really fast. And this is the goal here. So when we have kitchen faucets at the top level collection, we want to give them the option to find kitchen faucet with sprayer, wall mounted faucets, touchless kitchen faucet, black kitchen faucets, or a category that's just called bicolor, or pull-out kitchen faucet. So we're going to give them these options so they can navigate quickly through our site, and that we have high and good user metrics. People come to the store and they find what they're looking for fast. That is the goal here. So we want to lay out this structure where we know what collection is related to another collection. And the goal here is to do that. But we also want to take a look at the information keyword. You want to know what information keywords are linking into your different collections. So create this structure and build out your topic funnels, and on to the next topic, which is related to that. Now on to point 8, reverse content silo for e-commerce. And it's Kyle Roof that has, I think, invented this type of silo structure. He at least talked a lot about it, and it's a fantastic way to build internal linking structure with exactly the way we're doing it here. What this is that we have the target page. In this instance is the kitchen faucet. This is the main cluster that we want to rank. The supporting articles here, they can be our secondary sub collections. So you have your, black kitchen faucet, gold kitchen faucet, wall-mounted kitchen faucet. Now all of these sub-collections are linking to our main target page. And then you can even lay into it more information-based content. So you're creating this nice internal linking structure. When you have a larger site, this is going to be how you actually rank these high intent pages that are very competitive. If we build out this structure here and we start by just building out all the collections and we start to build links, we are going to start ranking for a lot of these without actually trying to. As we gain more authority, a lot of these keywords are just automatically going to start dropping into the top 20, maybe top 10. But if we find a keyword that's maybe stock on page 2, we're not able to rank it by just increasing the authority of the site, and via the site structure, we can start building out these types of structures where we are adding in information content and we're just strengthening the internal linking structure of that site. And then we build links to these assets that are created around this collection page. On to point 9. We're going to organize the site structure and the menu layout. What you have here is you have a lot of data, you have a lot of keywords, and if you have all the products, you know which groups you're going to target. And what I recommend here is that you lay out your menu structure. So how are you going to create the menu? You're going to have kitchen faucets, and when you hover over it, you're going to have a nested menu with types, brands, colors, features, things like that. And ChatGPT can actually be really helpful at organizing this for you, at least give you some basic ideas. And you can use the same method as before, where you download the keywords as a PDF, add a prompt. Here we have analyzed this list of keywords and organized them so we can create a menu for our faucet e-commerce store. We want things like features, size, colors, types, etc. And ChatGPT has done a decent job here. Types of faucets, then they have, standard pull down, pull out, pot fillers, Brits, high arc, whatever. And then you have the bathroom, the shower, and then the different types. You have the features, material and finish, size and installation options, replacement parts and maintenance, and then popular brands. So this would be a draft menu. We can start building this out. We can start building out our mega menu so it looks nice with these different things. And that is one of the benefits of having this laid out like this, is we can actually use the keywords that we have to build out menus, to find pain points and turn keywords into topics. So this is a fantastic way to organize a site and have a good overview. And this is, in my opinion, the best way to do e-commerce SEO keyword research today. Now, that's it for today. We have successfully gone through our keywords and organized a site, and in the next video we're probably going to go and take a look at the content, how to create well-optimized content on collection pages, product pages, how to create internal links, information content, and things like that. So if you like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel and smash a like on the video. So thank you for watching and see you next time.